unmuted fruit. Yeah, I am unmuted. God. Did I say anything? Did I, like, talk to myself or something? Did you guys hear me typing? What if I was like, I hate fucking streaming, I hate my viewers, I hate everything. Why do I have this job? I just wish I worked at McDonald's. Anyway, welcome to the stream, buddy. I'm always so flustered when that happens. Stream art oddly fits that negativity, yeah. Thank you to whoever made this. This showed up on the Grayfruit Reddit. Somebody posted this and then, like, deleted it? Or like, deleted their account? I don't know what happened there, but thank you to whoever made this. It's beautiful. I also considered doing this with it. Hold on. To make it just a little bit more hell. We're gonna play a little liminal backrooms game today. The game I'm gonna play today is called Anemoapolis. I thought it was Anemiapolis. Like anemia, like losing blood. But it's Anemoapolis. Anemoa, I should just look up how to pronounce this, is defined as a nostalgia for a time you've never known. Okay. That's heckin' liminal. Let's look it up, actually. How to pronounce Anemoa correctly. Okay, well, you know this is the right one. This is a 1.5 minute long video. How could this possibly... Is there really going to be an intro to the pronunciation? Dude.
You are looking at Julian's pronunciation guide, where we look at how to pronounce better some of the most mispronounced words in the world.
He's French, it's a French word!
But how do you say what you're looking for today? Let's learn how to pronounce these words, originally from Greek. From the Greek word for wind and mind.
Seriously, all you need is just a video of you saying the word. Like, I could obviously skip forward at this point, but like, I'm really in it for the long haul here. I really want to see how long it takes for this fucking guy to actually say how to pronounce the fucking word.
Meaning is the nostalgia for a time that you've never known. So, where you weren't alive. So
shut the fuck up!
Because that would be from... You have nostalgia from the past, but...
Bro doesn't even have a script! I'm sorry. This guy has 2 million subscribers. How? It's just because he cornered the market on how to say a word. You're not even reading from, like, a script. Like, you're just making it up as you go.
A period that you've lived. Anemoia is how to pronounce it.
Anemoia, okay.
The nostalgia for a time you've...
Anemoia, okay, and who knows if that's fucking right at all. Let's go to a 43-second video. Really, it needs to be like 2 seconds long.
Anemoia.
Anemoia. Okay. Anemoapolis. Anemoapolis. Ooh, it does not roll off the tongue. Anyway. This is a heckin' pool rooms liminal game, and I'm talking very derisively about, like, heckin' pool rooms and shit, but I really do, at its core, enjoy all this, like, liminal spaces and stuff like that. I really do, I'm really into that vibe. It's just, the vibe was hit by a meteor a few years ago and never recovered. It got too popular. It got way too popular, and it was like everybody wanted a little piece of the pie. We'll talk about it more while I play it. I just wanted something kind of spooky to play, but I don't actually like horror games. I think they're bad. So if you'll pardon me, folks, I'm gonna take off my shirt. So yeah, it's like a spooky walking sim. Observe 3.
Anemoapolis.
They're doing the pronunciation bit.
Anemoapolis. I think that's it.
Wow, all I needed to do was play the game for 2 seconds to learn how it was pronounced. There's graffiti on the back that says, "Turn back now!" I shouldn't be rude to this game. I like this vibe. Can I just say, by the way, being in this environment in real life, like, slight uncanniness aside, I would, like, have a panic attack, genuinely. I hate huge open fields like this. Like, slight hills make it a little bit better, and clouds make it a little better. If it's like a clear blue sky, cloudless day, middle of an open field like this, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. This is the elevator into the facility. Shit. Oh, I plunged into the inky depths. That's fun. Oh, those frame rates are fun. Oh, brother. I hear my computer going. I'm gonna be honest, whenever
I should be dead right now.
game settings,
Where am I?
take the voice acting out. Take it out. Take out the voice acting. Please take out the voice acting. Patch. Call for help.
Is anybody here?
Oh no. The fact I can only make observations or call out when, like, prompted to. Oh, there's a hacking minigame. I'm gonna be honest, guys. What the fuck am I playing? I just wanted some spooky rooms. Holy shit. That's 20 tickets. I can use those in the Poppy's Playtime fun room. The voice really makes this so much more scary. These are all things that I would not have thought to think if the game did not tell me through words. So I'm assuming I'm gonna start seeing like a shadowy figure out of the corner of my eye, and then something's gonna start like chasing me really fast eventually, but it's gonna take like set timer, Siri, set a timer for 17 minutes. In 17 minutes, our first scare will happen. Who needs an underground pool? Why are all these doors locked? This is pretty creepy. Like, I don't want to be too rude. Honestly, I know it seems like I like came into this with like a bad mentality, but like, who the fuck thinks this is like an effective method of horror? Is having your protagonist constantly talk to themselves about like inane, obvious bullshit. Like, why would you not just let, like, that in a strange way utterly destroys immersion, right? Like, obviously it's very cool and pretty, but like, let me put myself in the shoes of the character and think my own thoughts, what I would be thinking, instead of being like, oh, this is creepy, I gotta escape, I gotta get out of here. Oh, tickets. Who knows what that's for? I gotta use that on Fun Time Freddy in the pizza parlor. So yeah, you know, I know this is like, it's not a particularly fresh observation anymore, but yes, corporate buildings and malls and businesses and offices do have a strange, eerie quality to them, especially when it's like somewhere that's clearly supposed to be populated but isn't. I remember in my days working as a janitor in an office building, in various office buildings, I kind of got to enjoy kind of this exact experience. I mean, it wasn't like quite this surreal, obviously. It was much more lived in. Oh, I used the forceful ass shower. La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da-dum. La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da, and then the Skibidi toilet next to me. La-da-dee, la-da-doo, la-da-dum. I've got a lot of pictures saved on my hard drive that are just like this, basically. Yeah, baby. Yeah, fake clouds. This was something that always charmed me at the dentist office, is when they would have one of those square or rectangular light fixtures that just has clouds like superimposed over it. You know, it's not even just painted clouds on a ceiling. It's like fake natural things. So like fake plants, fake rocks. Anybody else really love fake rocks? This is like the most niche interest of all time. Oh, is that a shadowy figure? I don't think it is. That's just a door that's rendering weirdly. It hasn't been 17 minutes yet. That's why there's not a shadowy figure. You gotta get the tickets. Everybody knows. Oh, and when there's an unnecessary recess in the wall that has weird wiring piped into it in the corner. Yeah, we love that. Yeah, so it's kind of a tragedy what happened with this idea of like a liminal space, the back rooms and stuff. Like there was a lot of like sort of fun, creepypasta-y, like spooky stuff that was going around on the internet for a while. And then it was like, as horror became like the biggest fucking thing on the face of the earth, it was like, I for lack of a better term, I feel like a bunch of like horror bros got like really into this idea of like liminal spaces and stuff. And it just got extremely oversaturated in kind of the same way that like the original like Slender Man stuff, like Slender Man mythos, and like even the first Slender video game were kind of a cool vibe and kind of a fun little like spooky indulgent thing. And then it just got like drilled into the fucking ground through like overabundance, overuse, overexposure. And it's sad because I think a lot of horror is at its best when it's like understated and subtle and, I don't know, good. It's really fun to like spook yourself out, isn't it though? Like I've been in the Halloween spirit lately. I've been binge watching a lot of just like creepy videos on the internet. You know what this kind of reminds me of too is The Oldest View. Little series of videos that this guy made about like abandoning or exploring an abandoned mall, and there's a strange presence that is following him throughout. And that's that is a masterful, understated, subtle, yet well done and visually striking and interesting and scary horror thing, like liminal sort of horror thing. What is this green? Oh, this is the mini golf. It is. It's a tiny little mini golf thing. Can I play it? Can. All right, we need the tiniest, chodiest arrow. The Oldest View, the chodiest arrow. Oh, that's not a real hole. That's like a Taskmaster, like funny painted on hole. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby. And it's funny because like being on the internet for such a long time, being such a shut-in, looking at oh so many images, it's like some of these I feel like I know the exact image that it's inspired by. Do you know what I mean? It's like, anybody else know the exact like picture that sort of makes the rounds on the internet sometimes that this room must have been inspired by? Or are these fake rocks? Oh yeah. Oh, I love fake rocks. But that's the sad thing about like the state of so much of this kind of like uncanny, creepy kind of fiction, is it just got super oversaturated. And there was like a huge influx of people being like, yeah, you know what really makes the horror of like the unknown and uncanniness, you know what makes that like really effective is like a fuck ton of rules and super clearly defined threats and structure and you know, just everything to just ruin it. You know what I mean? Famously, the Backrooms wiki is populated. It's like they tried to do an SCP kind of thing where it was like everybody can make their own floor of the back rooms, and it's an enormous creative project where everyone can show their talents and stuff. And it's like, so we're gonna get like, in the end, we basically got a wiki that was populated with 1 million people's first SCP, which is like bad. This is a really cool. I like this a lot. The mouse hole through the door. The indoor, there should be more indoor mini golf courses, man. I remember going to Bullwinkle's Family Fun Center as a kid and really loving that. Like I just, like, straight up, even as a child, even before, like, my heckin' liminal pool rooms were, like, a huge thing, I was very, like, attracted to this kind of stuff. And I remember going to Bullwinkle's Family Fun Center and just wanting to, like, hang out. I gotta get out of here, plays mini golf. See, and that's why you don't have the guy say, I gotta get out of here. Don't have the guy say, I gotta get out of here, because what if your player does not wish to get out of here? What if they paid for this video game and enjoy the vibe, and now they feel like they're at odds with your stupid character? But, like, isn't it fun to, like, spook yourself out a little bit? I can just imagine, like, running through this sort of infinite mini golf course, you know, tears in your eyes, freaking the fuck out, but also, like, it would be so fun. Like I said, I've been binge watching this channel on YouTube. I think it's called, like, Creepy Scares or something like that. It's got a really generic name. Does anybody know the channel I'm talking about? It's a bunch of, like, list videos where it's like 6 disturbing images taken of people before they disappeared, or every title has the word disturbing in it. Chilling scares, that's what it is. It's chilling scares. And there's, like, a guy with, like, sort of a you know, a deep kind of eerie voice describing everything. I got hooked. There were a couple of videos that were like disturbing forest encounters, and it was like videos of, like, campers having weird encounters with other people while they're out in the woods that are, like, spooky and terrifying. And those I really enjoyed watching, because it was just like, oh, you know, what a fun little, I get, like, chills down my spine thinking about this kind of situation, especially as someone who has camped before, and has even had, like, kind of similar experiences. I mean, there's a ton of times where you'll be camping and it'll be dark, and you'll hear, like, movement outside your tent, and you're like, holy fucking shit, I'm about to get killed by a serial killer. And it's like a raccoon or, like, a coyote or whatever, because you're in the woods and there's animals out there. And there were definitely some videos on this Chilling Scares channel where I was like, yeah, that's a fucking coyote. You know, there was some where it was very clearly a person, and those were very creepy, because encountering another person in the woods is scary. And then I went on and I was kind of like, oh, you know, Chilling Scares. I kept, like, binge watching their videos, and now I've got to the point where I'm, like, scraping the bottom of the barrel and watching, like, top 8 most disturbing Reddit threads and stuff. And it's just like, here's a story about some bullshit somebody made up and then posted on Reddit for karma, and maybe it's real. But even those have had some fun. It's like you can let your imagination run wild, and even if you know something's made up bullshit, you can still, like, have fun with it. There was a story about, like, a guy who came home from work one day and his dog had been, like, operated on, and it was like, someone did surgery. They did surgery on my dog while I was, like, at work. It's like, why would someone do this? And I'm like, you know, and my mind is racing with the possibilities, but it's like, it's probably bullshit. Guys, anyone else bored with the holes at this point? I think the intended experience here is basically exactly what I did. Play a few holes, realize that they're all quite similar, and then start sprinting through them, and after you sprint through a certain number of them, you just give up and turn around. When I entered my kitchen to eat my grape, I could see surgical scars on them. Did someone do surgery on my grape? I like the dark room. The dark rooms, floor 38 of the back rooms. In this floor of the back rooms, there is a monster with a creepy grin of 1,000 teeth. When you turn the corner, you may see him grinning. Don't look him in the eyes, or he'll kiss you with his big grin. Did I mention that he has a creepy grin? Guys, I do think Deltarune fandom got, like, 90% less tolerable when a character was introduced that had a creepy, toothy grin. I think this is a great way to, like, really, really worsen a fandom, is introduce mysterious character with creepy, toothy grin. You don't want to do that to your fandom, because then it's just going to be an obsession that never ends. There's something about character with big, creepy, toothy grin that just, like, hacks the brains of fan artists, and it's, like, the only thing they'll ever want to draw again. Do you know what I mean? This is why Poppy Playtime, despite being the most cynical piece of media ever created, is like the most popular thing on the planet because they made a character with a big creepy toothy grin, a big smile. Big creepy smiles scare me. Bros, it's hole 40. I don't know about hole 40. I don't know about hole 40. I think I'm turning back. I really hope friend in Deltarune just is nothing, because honestly, like, yeah, there's a few things hinting that it is like some sort of story relevant thing, but I really hope it's just nothing. I really do, because I want to see like other fan art from Deltarune. What's this one? Replay intro. Oh fuck. God damn it. Oh, this thing. It was hiding behind the chair. Right, there was the little... We haven't had to do a single other one of these. What is the point of this? Is that like a scrapped mechanic? The little hacking minigame is like shocking. The first impressions on this game were terrible. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, but it has become much more tolerable over time. Oh, look at this. These kind of chairs, liminal. When I entered my kitchen, someone had done surgery on my grape. Who could have done this? That guy chilling scares, it's really funny watching a ton of their videos because they're so like rote and formulaic, and like he uses the word disturbing like every other sentence. It's like it's very clear that it's like, I found the buzzword that like hacks the algorithm, and it's the word disturbing. So just everything, even if something's, you know, just kind of scary, it's disturbing. Here's where things took a turn for the disturbing. Chills used to be a normal fucking channel with a normal fucking voice, I'm sure. It definitely seems like I just made random content, and then I made one thing that got really, really popular, and then I like stuck to that niche for the rest of my life. There was, every once in a while he takes sponsorships, so there'll be a video that's about like, here's a bunch of like real people that died and stuff, and then it's like, also, this video is sponsored by BetterHelp. Another funny thing on Chilling Scares is when the guy goes like, oh, you know, here's like a quote from somebody, here's like a written statement that was given by somebody, and he's like, and he'll be talking and be like, here's a written statement given by blah 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 who was involved in the incident, and then in order to quote them, he just does the exact same voice but like muffled. I was sitting at my chair and I saw that someone had done surgery on my grape. It's like, it's obviously just still him doing the exact same voice. Also, this is flow. Oh! Ah! I thought the glass was gonna like slide down. That's so goofy, man. Wait, that was so comical. Oh, here we go, dude. Another great one. Indoor swimming parks. I've only been to like one of these in my whole damn life, and it was awesome, and I always was chasing that high ever since I was a little kid. But I never went back to one, and now I'm way too old to go to one. But like, what if you could like rent out a place like this? Actually, no, I tell a lie. I went to a place that was kind of like this at one point when I was a kid, and it was like amazing, and I remember just loving it. Because it's got none of the scariness. It's such a sanitized environment for swimming, whereas, you know, usually when you're swimming, it's like in the ocean or in a lake or whatever that has various scary elements. But this, being in a place like this, just made me feel so safe and so happy. But there was this thing in my scout troop called the overnight swim. But there was this pool that my scout troop would like rent out, and it was like, we go there at like 6 p.m. and we just have, it's like me and like all my friends from Boy Scouts just have this huge pool all to ourselves for like the whole night. And it was like, you know, we would stay up until like 2 a.m. and the place had a lazy river, which is crazy for an indoor pool. It's the only indoor pool I've ever seen that had a lazy river that wasn't like wild waves. You know, it was a pretty basic pool. Otherwise, it just had like a slide going into it, and it had that fuck-ass lazy river, which was like crazy to me. I loved just going in the lazy river. And then there was a little side room that had this huge stash of like Safeway food, so they had like the big cookies in the plastic containers. There was like Oreos and like graham crackers and shit in there, and so we would just eat it was like the most un-Boy Scoutsy thing ever. And it really was. Somebody said 8-year-old's paradise, and it's funny because I was like 12, I was like 14, I'm pretty sure, something like that. And then also what I really loved about it was there was a racquetball arena. And to those of you who don't know, racquetball is like, it's basically like tennis against a wall indoors in this huge, cavernous, echoey room. Usually with like bright fluorescent lights just blaring at you the whole time. So it was like, I remember some very delirious racquetball being played at like 2 in the morning. You know, you're slightly damp from the pool, you smell like chlorine, you're eating your big pink cookie from Safeway, and you're just having a round of racquetball with your friends. Like that was the life, man. I didn't even know who Donald Trump was at that point. This is an exceptionally lazy river, as in it does not move. Oh yeah. Oh my god, that fake rock. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah. This is that shit. This is that shit I'm all about. Oh yeah, baby. Oh, and the waterfall. You know what the pool that we went to for the overnight swim had? It had one of those little water mushrooms, guys, where you sit under it and there's like an umbrella of water going over you. Oh my god. They should make those for adults. It's like, I wonder if anybody's made like a heckin' backrooms like mansion. Do you know what I mean? There's gotta be some YouTuber or something who got like really rich and just made like a whole house, like a big ass building that's like this, you know what I mean? Don't give Mr. Beast ideas. You know how bad Mr. Beast would butcher that concept? I love the water coming out of the fake rocks too. I remember, you know, fake ivy is really like in vogue lately, and I just want to let you guys know, I think I was a pioneer of fake ivy decoration. I got fake ivy, and I had this like weird, in college, I had this weird wall tapestry that was like a super bright, colorful tropical scene, and it had like fake leaves like dangling down from it, and I also had ivy, just fake ivy in a big long strand that I just like dangled around the corners of my room. And this was, I want to say, like, you know, 8 years before I ever saw anybody, you know, decorate their boba store with fake ivy. Other fond memories in my life, there was a gym that I was a part of for a while called 24 Hour Fitness, and their whole thing was, oh my god, look it out there. That really looks like a place from my house, Wad. Their whole thing, I think a few gyms do this, but their whole thing was, we are open 24 hours a day, and I would go there at like 2 a.m. and swim in the pool. And there would be like no one else in the pool, and it was magical every time. And I could kind of like act like a psycho in the pool, do you know what I mean? Like I could just do like anything I wanted in the pool. Sorry, I know the word, I've been roasted before for using the word psycho, but you know what I mean. I'm not trying to disparage the differently abled. What would you do in the pool? You mean like when I say like acting like a psycho? I don't really know. Like one thing, it's like I kind of almost don't even want to say this because it's like I'm gonna sound so weird for this. I would swim a lap and then I would like punch the wall underwater, like really hard so my knuckles like bled. I've never told anybody about this, but Chatter, you squeezed it out of me. I would like hit the wall with my fist, like super wicked hard underwater where there's like that water resistance. So it's like you can like punch, it's because like every dude wants to punch walls. It's just like built into our genetic code, right? But it's like I never want to do that because I'm just gonna like punch a hole through the drywall, right? But then it's like, but underwater against this like super hard tiling, I'm not gonna be able to break that shit, and it'll cushion the blow. The water cushions the blow. Yeah, you're allowed to use the word psycho. Maybe I'm differently abled. And also just like sitting in the pool with your head sticking out of the water. Just don't care because there's nobody there. I feel like in a pool when there's other people there's this like inclination of like, oh, I need to like look like I'm doing something rather than just enjoying being wet. Whoa. Hell yeah. Hey, is this like a water mushroom? Kinda. I'll take it. I could cry. It doesn't really hit the same as it does in real life. It's like in real life when you're under here, the acoustics are all different. It's like an acoustic situation you will never experience at any other point in your life. Like thin walls of rushing water that are like enclosed on all sides is just such a crazy vibe. They should make those for adults. I would pay like $20 to go to a pool and just like rent out, like what if there was just like, oh, you know, come in here, it's like a salon or something. You rent out a room, the only thing in the room is a small pool of water with a water mushroom in it. And you just sit in that and you pay like $20 to get like 2 hours under the water mushroom. And you can do whatever you want in that room. You can even punch the walls and be a psycho. Have you ever visited Sloprooms in Texas? I have not. I think I knew a girl who was a Schlitterbahn when I was in college. Should I be going down every slide? Oh. I liked that. I liked that there was a little pitch bend in the music when I went down the slide. It's like bumping me off the slide. What the fuck? I didn't hit any directions there. All I did was press the slide button. What? This is not how slide. This is not how slide works. Oh yeah, the glowing water. Taking a big gulp of the glowing blue video game water and taking a big chomp of the Scooby-Doo Dagwood and closing your eyes for the final time. Alright, has it been 17 minutes? It's been an hour and 39 minutes. Shadowy figure, you're way overdue. With a creepy grin of smile. A smiling grin grinned from the corner. They did surgery on my grin. I really hope it doesn't just turn into like schlock. I would assume that this game's probably gonna like, if it delivers any kind of like spooky scares, it'll be like subtle. Okay, I will say, whenever I turn this corner, yeah, I get a little spooked. God, those little things that you press to get the water out of a shower at like a communal shower. It's kind of crazy to think that like, when I was a kid and I went to the pool, I had like swimming lessons. I'd just like be naked in a room with like a bunch of other like naked men. It's like kind of whack. Oh, was that like a diegetic like slam of a locker? But yeah, like it's been a long time since I've just like hung dong in a room full of like 8 other naked men. You know what I mean? Is this something I should be doing more often? Oh, this one's open. What? Oh, that's kind of fun. And that is the part where I would like, in real life, I would have a panic attack and shit myself and huddle in the corner in the fetal position. No exaggeration. In a video game, it's just sort of fun, but in real life, I would poop myself and die. Oh. Is it gonna, like, kill me? I have to know. Oh my god, Slendy Man! Alright, well, it took a little longer than 17 minutes. There's, like, an encroaching darkness, too. Oh, that's fun. That's a cool effect, though. I like that it's literally a shadow. It's not even, like, you know, a silhouette. It's a shadow, like an actual, like, cast shadow. I think I see light. Yeah, okay, so it's, you get spooked and then they let you out. Now we're in the Clockwork Orange room. Something is very wrong. What was in that locker room? I don't know, man! You better muse on it a little bit more, though. But yeah, you know, with the jobs that I've had in the past, I've been able to access some pretty cool spaces in my life. Very thankful for that. You know, being a janitor actually kind of rocked. I feel like if YouTube ever like goes under, I will probably just go back to being a janitor, unironically, because it's kind of a fun job. Like, it's like the worst part is like cleaning like toilets, I guess, and like taking out garbage, but it's a pretty cool job, especially if you're a guy like me. I don't know, maybe I'm just a crazy person because I love snooping. Like, and this is not to say that I would snoop around when I was a janitor necessarily, but like existing in a place that other people typically exist without the actual other people there is very fun to me. There's a game called Gone Home that I thought about streaming today instead of this, but that has that same feeling of like going around in a place where other people usually exist but aren't right now. And in that game you actually do get to like root through people's stuff and like read their personal things and like look in their underwear drawer and shit, but I assure you I did not do that while I was a janitor. But it's like I got to like, you know, go into a bunch of people's offices because I had to take out the trash from in there, and it's like I couldn't help but just see certain bits of personality on the wall. Like I remember very distinctly there was one person who in their office had they had a thing, it was like a plaque. It was like a taxidermied animal on a plaque, and it said, "I don't give a," and then it was a taxidermied rat's ass. I was like, wow, that's powerful. Somebody said, you ever steal anything? In the loosest definition of the term, I took, and you guys, this is just more like Jacob is crazy stream, but I took a petal off of an aloe vera plant. There was a leaf on one of the, it was like, there was like a communal aloe vera plant that was like sitting in front of the receptionist's desk at like one of the like 5 offices that I cleaned. And it was, the leaf was kind of dying. And it looked like shit, and I was like, you know, it's my job as the janitor to make sure this place is clean and tidy, and this leaf is like wilting and like shriveled and stuff, so I cut it off, and then of course, as you do with aloe vera, I dissected it. I dissected the leaf. So I have to wonder if the receptionist like got there the next morning and was like, somebody has removed a leaf from my aloe vera plant. I got back to my reception desk and I saw that someone had done a surgery on my aloe vera. Other liminal spaces I've got to enjoy throughout my life are like places we went for band. So not only SeaWorld, but also theaters. There was one that was at a church, I remember, and there was one that was like, I think, connected to another school. But we also got to experience like empty theaters, and this was also, you know, since I was a theater kid, I was in a musical at one point. We had a lot of time hanging out in like an empty theater, basically, and that was fun. Empty churches are also good. That's something you get in band, that's something you get in Boy Scouts. Very fun poking around empty churches. There's so much weird shit you can find. Can I get a gumball? Oh, these look like shitty gumballs. What the hell kind of gumball machine is this? Where it just spits out like 6 of them at once. I gotta like... Woo! Doing! Slip on the gumballs. There was a mall that I visited with Bella's family in Michigan that I remember being very enamored by, because it just looked like this, and it was like half the stores were closed, and it's like, an actual dying mall. Hell yeah, brother. I wish I could go there and smoke a doink. Oh my god. And that's when the creepy car got a scary grin. And I did surgery on it. I don't know why. Surgery's the new joke, sorry, I can't help it. He began grinning smilingly at me and rubbing his belly. Yeah, that is definitely early generative AI. That's like, just funny. It was before AI was evil. I don't even think, you know, any form of AI is inherently evil. It's just being used in the worst ways possible by the worst people possible. Mostly people who just want to piss everyone off. I don't think there's a lot of people who actually like believe super hard in like AI animation or anything. In fact, dare I say this era of AI stuff was much cooler than the stuff that we have now that just looks like dog shit. I really don't get the impression that anybody actually believes in AI except for people who get like tricked by the grifters. It's like the grifters don't actually believe in it. They just love pissing people off. And, like, making hand-over-fist money. There's no bubble, guys. There's no bubble. There would never be a bubble. Bubbles are fake. Have you ever even seen a bubble? Whoa. Okay, that's awesome. The ticket staircase. I'm sorry, this is like Mario Galaxy level design all of a sudden. Okay, are we gonna get, like, chased again? Or are we gonna get horny? You see, because chased means the absence of horniness. This is cool. I mean, and you know, small tonal gripes aside, I think this game has played its hand pretty well and has definitely not been schlock. It's no Skibidi gyattfruit. Let's just say that. I never even streamed Skibidi gyattfruit. I like played that off stream with some friends, but I'll never forget it. I'll never forget Skibidi gyattfruit. It's gonna take up space in my brain forever. Oh, a plant. My friend. 2012 ass Let's Player commentary. Oh, this inanimate object is my buddy now. Planty, come along. Portal 1, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. I used to be pretty afraid of elevators. I've kind of gotten over it, because it's like, if I die, I die. Who cares? I've lived my life. But I used to, like, I would, like, grab these, like, bars on the side of an elevator super hard and, like, lock myself in place in fear. Grayfruit found this game on his computer after someone did surgery on his hard drive. You know what this game could do with? A battle pass. No. Half-Life acoustics. Half-Life 1 acoustics would go so hard here. What's unique about the Half-Life 1 acoustics? It's very, like... It's very echoey, and it's like the size and shape and materials that a room that you're in are, like, made out of determine how it sounds. Like, I'll never forget, like, going down a vent in that game. Venting in Half-Life 1. Your footsteps make this whack sound effect in the vent. And it's like, you know, I've never been in a vent before, but it sounds super, I don't know, believable. And and you can hear it. It's like every time you walk into a new space in that game, it sounds a little bit different. You can hear a super distinct, like if you're listening for it, you can hear like a super distinct like change in the acoustics when you go from like a tiny room to a huge room, or from a room to outdoors and stuff like that. Like it doesn't really sound like real life, but it sounds really cool. If I go over to this door here, 'cause I think this is where I came out of originally. Surface, it's lit up. Is this it? Did I just like win?
Hey, I'm in this elevator.
Settle down.
Over here.
You know, of all the people who went down there, you're
So quiet.
the first person to come back out. Unfortunately, your knowledge of this place is a liability.
Wait, what are you talking about?
You can't leave just yet. There's a friend of mine.
A friend? Oh my god!
He owes me a few things. I'll think about opening this elevator when he is in it too.
Oh god, okay.
Or alive. Oh, here. Take this. You'll need it.
Okay. Oh boy.
Bottom floor.
Bottom floor. Logo of the game. Oh, is this the end of chapter 1? Oh, I see. Genius Kajumbo does it again. Oh my god, Quist, they got so many family members to do the voice acting. r/liminal space is in the credits, man! You cannot make this shit up. Okay. Okay. Is the second chapter gonna be like the last chapter? Curious. What happens if I Google Anemiapolis 2? But when I quit the game, there was something much more disturbing on my desktop. Skibidi gyattfruit. Anemiapolis. Chapter 2. Oh. I looked up an Anemiapolis 2, and the first result says there won't be a chapter 2. Dev confirmed on Twitter he abandoned the game. Oh. Maybe there was a larger announcement. It's just been, like, unceremoniously dropped. Okay, well, you know what? That means we got the full experience, baby! We did it! I don't need to worry about Chapter 2. Well, that was cool. Obviously, there were things about it that I found kind of laughable, but that was cool. It was a cool game. I was drawn to it, and I enjoyed it. I spoke very derisively about many things in it, but I did enjoy my time. All right, well... Is anybody streaming anything disturbing? No, I don't really see it. Northern Lion's streaming Isaac, but like whatever. I mean, we could go raid Northern Lion. Like, what's the harm? Okay. Northern Lion is going to receive 118 very disturbed viewers, but that's when things. Shut up.